Nice. This is the first edition of what is happening in Atlanta. So today we're going to read a Curbed article about some new developments that are happening in Atlanta. When I say developments, I mean like actual buildings being built or proposed or plans. I thought this would be awesome to go and look and see what could potentially pop up in Atlanta. And I want to get your take on whether you like it, because I'm not a proponent of just gentrifying everything, but also I think we should push the city forward and create a more livable place. So the title of this article is, which Atlanta mega project needs to happen most? And the subtitle says, city altering proposals are popping up left and right, but which is the most crucial concept for Atlanta? So this is actually a poll, so let's continue. So the first one we're gonna look at is Bellwood Quarry. It is a huge quarry in West Atlanta, and it's just so much space that's unused. So there's a proposal to turn this space into Atlanta's biggest city park. It seems like a pretty cool idea. This says the city of Atlanta is now officially seeking proposals to build the granddaddy of all city parks, a 300-acre beltline connected green space called Westide Reservoir Park. Now this one interests me a lot. Buckets Park over Georgia 400. This is Atlanta. As you can see, when you visualize a map, the thickest lines on that map are the highways. And not only because the highways are important for getting around town, but they're huge, they're massive. And we have absolutely ginormous highways in Atlanta because it's such a commuter town. The problem with highways is that it divides up the town. You know, in the middle of neighborhood, cool areas with this huge highway that creates a lot of noise, that creates a lot of traffic. The problem with the highway being right there is that there's no stores within walking distance of my house. I can't walk outside my door and go and get to a restaurant, nor can I go and get to a grocery store or convenience store. So really, it just, highways kill the walkability of the city, and they really kill the local environment. And so I think with something like this project, that they're building a park over the highway, and with technology we can do that. This I hope. It's it's gonna be expensive, it's gonna be hard to do, hard to pull off, but I hope this is a trend that comes to Atlanta and other cities, that we can really build a better environment for the people who live here and encourage more people to live here as we grow the city. On to the next one. South Downtown Rebirth. German developer Newport, backed by Pound City Market Vet, has huge plans for 8 tired blocks south of underground Atlanta. As you know, I'm a big fan of downtown. Downtown, this is where Atlanta started. So reinvesting in our roots, I think, is like the gorgeous buildings down here and bringing more life to them, but also creating a world-class city where the transportation is great, where there's great food, where there's a lot of people in a small space. That's the point of a city. It's the convergence of culture and different people. So I think stuff like this, South Downtown Rebirth, I think that is moving in the right direction. Okay, now this one really hits home. I live in the Summerhill neighborhood. As you know, Georgia State bought Turner Field and is already renovating. The sign was taken down. So bringing in money, bringing in youth to this area, to one of Atlanta's oldest neighborhoods, is gonna be absolutely huge. This is awesome. This is how we build a city. These projects right here is how we chip away at building a world-class city. If you want your space and you want you want the big house, the large roads, you go to the suburbs. People want the city because they want to be able to walk places, not have to drive. They want to be able to be close to other people. And this is how we make it even more awesome to accommodate those people, but also encourage more people to come. All right, another one. Underground Atlanta rises again. Now, we've been hearing stories about this for a long time. Underground downtown, underground Atlanta used to be the space. As you know, MARTA lines converge there. This was a hopping place a few years ago. Since then, it is not quite. Now again, I'm not all for gentrification. I don't know if there are a lot of residents here. I do know that it is somewhat a rundown area, so I hope that the money coming in will actually benefit be a net benefit for the city and for the people of that area. It looks like there's going to be hotels, there's going to be office space, there's going to be living space, which I think is awesome. There's not a lot of living space in downtown. We definitely need more apartments popping up so that people can live downtown. Vine City's signature green space, under construction now. This is close to one of the poorest areas of downtown. And I think that projects like this can help accommodate those individuals. Everybody needs parks. Everybody needs recreational space. So I think this is a good way that we don't run the residents out, but that we can accommodate those people that are already there. All right, the last one. Now, if you don't know, I'm actually British. My mom was born in England, and I spent 9 weeks in England when I was 16 for a summer, and it was one of the best experiences of my life. And so I really got into cricket. Now, this one seems one of the most far out because I don't know how much demand there is in the US, especially in Atlanta, for this international sport. And we've seen soccer come in with huge response. I'm not sure about cricket. I like cricket. I think it's a very interesting sport. So something like this, I mean, the render is not even very specific, but I think it could be cool. And we're done. Without further ado, let's vote. So you can go onto atlantacurbed.com. I'll put the link in the description below so you can kind of vote on which one you like. But if you want to find out more about these different projects, this was the first What is Happening in Atlanta. These are some of the things that are happening. Okay, that is it for the first What is Happening in Atlanta. Please join me on the next one. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I will do it soon because I think this is a fun medium to talk about what's happening in Atlanta, to kind of distill the news and tell you what I think is important about what's happening via developments and buildings and things that are happening in downtown and Old Fourth Ward and all these other areas. So stay tuned, subscribe. We're making more videos. We're trying new things. Thanks for joining along. I will see you soon.